For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za. iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiskiTimes.co.za. It was always going to be a mountain to climb. We were always going to see a movie here. If Orlando Pirates scored 3, it was going to be a blockbuster because how would that look like? What would that mean? If Orlando Pirates score 4, it was always going to be like, wow, 4 goals and you were chasing 3-0. You know what? It's twisted, sick logic of the football gods that they allowed us to see 3 goals so that Orlando Pirates can have that hope. And when they have that hope, just when I thought I was out, they suck me right in. That means that Orlando Pirates have lost on penalties. It was always going to be twisted, sick logic that you get to a fighting chance, get it to 50-50, and then on 50-50 on penalties, Orlando Pirates have lost. Tso Vilakazi, former Orlando Pirates captain, multiple league winner for Orlando Pirates, highest ever goal scorer in the history of Orlando Pirates. Summarize this for us. How do you feel? Yanela Mbutuma, we've just watched him a few seconds ago, missing a penalty, not blaming him, of course. How do you summarize the game in totality?
Mr. Geo, kunjani mfethu?
Sure, Mr. Tso.
Ngibulise wena ngibulise Stizi.
Sure.
Ngibulise chairman.
You won the game. That's the thing. Like, you see, this why I'm saying it's a twisted logic by the football gods. It's like abantu ababhala ama horror movie, ama directors of horror movie. It's like they give you the hope that the lo muntu lo obulala abantu is gone, ufile ushonile, bese futhi aphinde uyabuya with a knife and all of that. You won 3-0. And winning 3-0 should not be a sad occasion, but in this occasion, there was always a chance that it would happen.
Mr. Geo, ngibulise Lindo Mkwena, TKJ. Ngibulise nanemakhaya ngicela support njalo iDiskiTV ngizobe njobe njalo ngichike futhi. You know Mr. Geo, I've played for Pirates and I've never felt this way about the Pirates, and it's something that it's hard to take it. When you look at the team and see in terms of the quality players that they assemble at Orlando Pirates. And yeah, you know, sometimes I used to tell my players to say, when you go to the game, there's 3 things that you need to take. It's a win, it's a draw, it's a lose. So you need to prepare yourself for any one of the 3. And I didn't see this coming, Mr. Geo.
When you woke up this morning, did you think that it will be 3? Because Mina, by Monday already, when Pirates lost on Sunday, I was like, you are 70% out. Because football is football. If you're going to start a game where you need to score 3 goals, I was like, maybe you can score 2. Yeah. I knew Pirates was going to win the game. I was confident. Yeah. If I was a betting man, I would have bet that Pirates will win. Me being an objective observer of football, I thought, you know what, if the other team can score 3, then it means they can score 1 in South Africa. Yeah. Did you wake up this morning thinking that Pirates were going to score 3 or 4 to win outright? Mr.
Geo, to me, I woke up this morning feeling that Pirates will win the game 4-0. Looking at the players that they've got, the creativity that, I mean, the game that they played during the week, they've created about 6 chances, 6 clear chances. And then when I think of that, and I'm like, no, man. These guys, they're capable of doing it. They can do it, you know. And unfortunately, you know, Mr. Geo, sometimes technical changes and all of that, tactics, how you want to apply them, sometimes they turn things around, not to get what you're looking for. Because I believe that we allowed the game to go to penalties where we had a game in our hands. I think the change... Okay, with the change of Nemtenjela, I will understand because they had a yellow card. Maybe the coach was like, ish, I'm scared that what if we get a second yellow card, then we're going to have a problem. But I couldn't understand the change Mbule. Why Mbule? Because Mbule, I mean, look at where Nemtenjela got a yellow card. Who played that pass? That was Super Mbule. And then you take a player like that. You know, I got disturbed. And again...
So let's look at it objectively then. Yeah. So the player that they replaced Unemtajela with, or at some point Bafagu Ukabelo Dlamini, to do what those guys would have had to do. Yeah. Although Ukabelo Dlamini was playing that role deeper, even though it doesn't make sense because we are pushing for a goal, we're chasing a goal, he's supposed to go forward. Yes. He's the one who gives an assist to Apollos for the 3rd goal. Yeah. He takes the corner for the 2nd goal. Yeah. In one way or another, the coach will say that my substitutions had an impact in the game.
Yeah, true. We came in, he made a change. with that pass, that makes a difference. Because to me, why I was asking that, Mr. K, was
Obviously,
that,
Mbule, you would have needed him to stay there as well.
yes,
Ngamhlanganisa nabo Kabelo Dlamini, whatever. Don't take him out.
yes, I was gonna take out Ulonduzana Unduli because these guys, they had one a person up front, one striker up front.
Yeah.
Everyone was behind the ball, so that means I don't need Unduli. Then Unduli was gonna take him out. If they are taking him out, put Dlamini Lapaya, and then you have Umbule Lapan of Tito, because if you can check, Upuma Kwambule, then you couldn't see Tito. Then it tells you that now there were no ball players that they need to support him. And now we had to balance the side. On the left side, Apolise. Now Apolise has to find his own way to create something. Again, this side, Tito has to find, then who's coming here? No one now is coming to say, if Tito, you've got a problem, bring it to me, I'll play here. It always going to come to Unduli or Udensin to come in Lapaya. And for me, sometimes you needed that pass. Good sub of putting Umbutuma. This is what we were talking about. I have time to say.
Let's talk about it from the beginning. So,
Yeah.
the starting lineup does not have a striker.
Yeah.
He only has the striker second half.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts as the game was going on without a striker and you're chasing 3 goals?
Mr. Gil, you know, when you look at the team, how they play, and these guys, I would say, fortunately, I watched them when they were training here. So I saw them that they play with 5 at the back, then they play with 4 in the midfielders. So these 4, they were coming right like this to close the spaces. And then now you've got these midfielders that are playing in front of them. You don't have somebody that up front, a striker that you can play him, and then these guys, they can
Force them to
join.
turn their
Yeah,
backs.
force them to turn. And then the good thing is that, Mr. Kewo, when you've got that person, he's going to attract 2 players in him. He's not going to be 1v1. They need to come closer. Yeah. And the minute they come closer, now they're going to create those spaces. Then what you do is, when Andul here or Sipo, you play it there. When you played it to him, Lapana, then Tito comes in, and then Nemtejela comes
all
in,
of them.
and then Moremi. Look, there you're going to have an advantage. For me, I think coach couldn't get it right lap, and that was his downfall.
Let's talk about the dressing room. How does it look like? How does it feel like? You've been in Africa, you've won league titles before, international player yourself, and you are a coach now. Sometimes moments like this, we saw Gayton Mackenzie, as always, the camera somehow never misses him, and the attention seeking and all of that. Moments like this will need people with words to encourage people to say, you still won the game 3-0.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you are out of Africa.
Yeah.
How do you balance that as a coach to be able to lift up these guys? They have Culling on Tuesday to play. So how do you lift them up to remind them that you actually won the game?
Mr. K, one thing that I'll tell them right now is that I'm proud of them. You look at Africa as a whole, how many teams that they want to be in that position that you guys were, to play that game, second leg, and score those goals. For me, I'm proud of you guys. Football, you win games, you win some, you lose some. And unfortunately, penalties, anyone can win penalties. Doesn't guarantee us that we deserve to win. Doesn't them also. But on that day, it's up to, if the luck is on your side, you will win it. And unfortunately, Butuma, it happens to the best players in the world that you get a penalty, deciding penalty, and then you miss it. And then what? Now let's learn that such things they're there in the game. Now we need to look forward for the Tuesday's game. We need everyone now to switch on. Now we cannot change what happened. We lost penalties. I'm sorry for Chaine, the keeper that I love and I trust because of his leadership skills at the back. And the defense today, they were number 1.
When you tell them as a coach, now I'm taking you back to as a player, would you believe someone after being knocked out in Africa, would you believe them? Guys, we are proud of you. Even if we're Iron Duke, even if it's upper management coming into the dressing room to say, you guys won 3-0, I'm proud of you. Even if you are out, do you think the players will be able to receive that message today?
Yeah, Mr. Nkewo, they will receive. You know why I'm saying this? That when you say you are proud of them, it was not easy to score 3 goals against those guys. It was very difficult. To playing against a team that play low block, they were frustrating you guys, buying time, diving and all of those things. But you guys, you fought and you managed to get those 3 goals. That's why I'm saying I'm proud of you guys. And definitely, I'm sure the boys will take it to say it was not an easy game. We lost 3 away. We came home. We managed to score 3 goals, even though we scored in the last minute. But we fought, and then we went to the penalties. And unfortunately, it was one of those penalties that we had to come to the end of winning the penalties.
What does that mean for the coach? I need to ask you one more question. What does that mean for the coach? Because the team he inherited came from his semi-final in Champions League.
Yeah.
Now, I kept on asking this question even from last week, Sunday.
Yeah.
Because I knew that there's always a chance that Paris were going to be out. If it's 3-0,
Yes.
it's a difficult
Yes.
thing to come back from. It's actually heroic that they came back.
Yeah.
But then I was trying to formulate this question, which, if he's out, what does that mean for the coach? Because it's a semi-final Champions League team.
Yeah.
If it was Al Ahly, you get knocked out in the second round, Sakalwi competition, you would have been fired.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they must fire the coach. I'm just giving context that in a different big team, they would have said, you are out. Now, we would at Casablanca, they would Raja Casablanca, Esperance de Tunis, they were going to say, we needed a star, you got knocked out, not in the semi-final or final, it was in the second round.
Yeah.
What becomes of the coach?
No, Mr. Nkeo, based on how these boys fought and how he made changes to put the team in that position, I think the technical team, they'll keep the coach. I think this coach, he's going to do wonders, giving him time, give him support, to build a very strong team. I think he's starting to understand the players, and the players have started to understand how he wants them to play. So for me, I'm very happy. I was just disturbed in terms of the lineup, not having a striker. That's all. But other than that, how they were playing, how they create chances, for me, I'm pleased. It's just, it happens that we lost to the own penalties, but the coach, I believe that is going to stay at Paris.
There you go. Thank you very much, Mr. So-and-so. It's men like you that Orlando Pirates fans will need in moments like these. It was a big moment for Orlando Pirates. They were either going to stay or be knocked out in Africa. They were knocked out, unfortunately. We can't see Pirates as a continental team yet, because 3 years ago, it was preliminary rounds. Last season, it was semi-final. This season, another preliminary round. To be a proper continental team, you have to constantly, and we want Paris, we want them to always be semi-finals, finals. But to be objective, to be a proper continental team, we always have to see in the semi-finals. All the rest of Africa must always say, oh, that one, Mamelodi, Mamelodi. They don't even know you, they remember your colors because every time they see you in the final. So we wanted Paris to get there. Hopefully next year it's a better push, and the year after, then you become a continental team, like Esperance de Tunis, like Raja Casablanca, like Pyramid is trying to be, like Al Ahly is, and like Mamelodi Sundowns is. And if we have 2 of those teams in South Africa, it's proud and it's very helpful for our national team. It is good time, so sweating.
Shapunjan bafowethu igama Mulindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiskiTV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Tso Vilakazi, they call me Tso. Niyazi bafethu, amakhosi for life, they are back in winning ways. Please, siyacela ukuthi subscribe iDiskiTV.